morning, and welcome to the Make a Date with Yourself podcast. I am your host, Carnetta Dansby, with makeadateWithYourself.com. Feel free to visit our website, find ideas, and just make sure our goal is to take time out for you. Make sure you have self care. Make sure you're building confidence. It's so important so we can have that each and every day. This particular podcast is all about May. And we all know in the month of May, it is Mother's Day. We honor our moms. We give them all the special treatment in the world that they need. And we always want to make sure that they feel special. So we want to take this particular podcast today to dedicate time on Mother's Day gifts for any of you that may have not or may have ordered, don't really like your present, may have waited to the last minute, of course. No matter what, we want our moms to feel special. So we're just going to give just a tinge of ideas for Mother's Day, just so you'll have as you're picking out things for your mom, making sure that you absolutely love it. Ideas that you wouldn't have thought about. We want to make sure you're on target. We're going to start this particular episode off with fragrances, right? You never can have, or our moms can never have enough fragrances. I think all of us know that it is so important that we pick out the ones that they love, the ones they like, the ones they embrace. So we all know that our moms have typically different fragrances that they love, that they wear. But then also, in addition to that, there's so many new fragrances out there that we can make sure we share. Even samples, even small ones, we want to make sure that we embrace our moms with things that they love the most. You never ever can have enough scents. This day and time, scents come in so many different unique ways. You smell fresh. We even have combined woody type. Definitely florals are huge. Gingers, lavenders. There's so many different sweet and savory fragrances that are out there that we just want to make sure that we share with our moms, make sure that they're on task, they have exactly what they need. We would also love to take time out to think about when it comes to, and these are different things that we all know that's at the top of the list, is jewelry. You always could have or not have enough jewelry. But I remember there's a time in which I remember younger, making sure birthstones were huge, making sure engravements were huge. Those things are still memorable to moms, and they love that. If it's the children, grandchildren, whatever may be, I think it's so important to continue those moments, those jewelry pointers that they can cherish forever. It's something that they can always have in their back pockets. Always want to take time out to, no matter what, we can never ever have enough like beauty tips when it comes to like our makeups, our skincare, all of the above. There are so many different skincare types, so many different skincare things that we can do. So you just want to make sure, our regimen to skincare is on task. So when we start with, don't forget your cleansing gels. There's so many different packets that are out there, or gift baskets that are out there that includes like your cleansing gel, your moisturizers, all of those things. We want to make sure we give the best when it comes to our skincare line. We always want to make sure that everyone's skincare and skin type and things that we use for our skin is very much different. But to make sure we take care of our skin 100% is so important. There's so many different brands out there with different varieties, different things, different natural abilities in it. So just make sure that we include all of those in when we think of our skincare line. I think you can never have it too much in this category. The skincare helps remove any dirts and makeups. There's so much that we can do with that, with the skincare line. I'm sure that all of you have seen different skincare wands and rollers, red light therapies, different serums. I love those type of ideas for facial massages, decrease puffiness, making sure that everything delivers for our skincare to make sure that it is just up to speed, up to par, but make you feel so amazing, kind of on the spa spectrum. Like we're in the spa, but there's things that we can have on for our own skincare that we can actually do at home too. It's super important to make sure that we're looking for those type of skincare regimens, making sure that we're adding this to our everyday detail, everyday lifestyle. Just you always have to take care of your skin, especially our face. When it comes to our facial, like we said, when it comes to decreased puffiness, under eye, anything that we could do to add to that. One other technique that I have picked out and have so loved and found so many different products is oils like lip oils. So as we get into these winter months, I'm sure you, as well as myself, has experienced such dryness when it comes to our lips. I have gone through so many different lip moisturizers, lip peel treatments. There's super things that we can do to hydrate and continue to add sheen and gloss to our lips. So make sure you go through maybe an overnight moisturizer treatment or layer over your lips. Don't forget our day-to-day lip moisturizers for super shiny and smooth lips that have like pH also included in it, glossiness to make sure that there's perfection, but it also includes different oils that would take care of our lips to make sure that we are up to speed. It's super important just to make sure that we have all of those things in task when it comes to our skin and our day to day and keeping going. One other thing that I think we take for granted or peels, facial peels, exfoliating peels, those kind of things that we need to make sure we can constantly do on a regular basis. If some people do it on a monthly basis, you just have to make sure that you have a peel that helps with our pores. It helps make them smaller. There's so many different things that peels do, and there's signature ones out there too that the celebrities use. And there's all kinds of different peels. It helps with like brightness. It helps boost our glow of our skin. That it makes it just fabulous. So you want to make sure that you're taking time out, especially with your face, getting the right peels, making sure that it's doing what it needs to do, but know exactly what your need is. You may have a need for, if my pores are too thick, or too large. I want to try to make them smaller, or I need something just to brighten up my skin, or I need something to boost my glow. That's where those peels come into place. So much so that you want to make sure that everything falls of when it comes to our skincare. Going past skincare, I think we all know that we can never have enough when it comes to just in general, our just day to day cleansing. So there's so many body washes, bath bombs, just things that make us feel like we're just in a serene place in our homes. I think we touched bases about that. There's so much when we can think of self care, going into our own bathroom, in our own bathtub. We have so many different cleansers, different smells of cleansers, different bath bombs, so much that we can do. But it makes ourselves so important, feeling so well. And then not to mention you can take those special moments, right? That we want to make sure that we give to our moms, that they can just relax, take time out for themselves, have a bath, but then don't mention like showers, right? Every day, day to day. There's so many different healthy skin, age, skincare balance, just different lines of skincare that we can use that were just used for making sure we're moisturized, our skin is moisturized. There's so many different brands that's out there that makes you feel soft and smooth. We have to make sure we just double check on any type of daily essential routine that we make sure that we can do to help us just feel better, look better, and just have our self-worth where it's just truly a gift to our moms just to make them feel so pampered every day, no matter what their complexion is, no matter what their day-to-day routine is. But those type of definitely essential bundles and gift sets for skincare are so huge. I think it's so important to make sure that we include those with our moms. Another area that I want to go to, so in addition to, as we look into skincare and we go to even like bath routine and rituals, can we never forget candles? Candles are so amazing when it comes to our day to day routine. We always want our moms to feel just in that relaxation spa mode. There are so many amazing candles that we can get. I mean, I've seen so many candles on sale, so many different fragrances. What about the rosemary ones, y'all, or the lavender ones that helps you get in such a great phase? You can burn those candles. It's just something about smell. It just puts you in a different serene, it just puts you in a different vibe that you want to make sure you just relax. No matter where you are, no matter what the scents are, it's the scent that's for you. Remember, because it's Mother's Day, don't forget those candles, but remember the smells that your mom wants. What will make her feel special? What does she love? Go back and don't forget those candles to add to her bath spa sets. That it's so important to make sure that the moms have, especially the non-boring candles. Like, we have the basic ones, right? But let's do some spiffy, spruce it up a little bit. If it is woody or evergreen, or if it is like we mentioned before, rosemary and sage, just find different candles that can just help out when it comes to making sure that it's just such an amazing time with our moms, making sure that they're enjoying themselves with those candles and just having fun and relaxing. So if many of you have moms like I do, coffee is huge. And it always has been huge, and it's grown on me. I cannot say how many times I go and make sure I get some coffee, right? Definitely. So any type of gift cards when it comes to that, I think is so important. But let's talk about just coffee in general. There are so many different ways that you can buy bags of coffee that has different ones like coffee beans. It's so good to have different, like maybe even a coffee, like world tour kind of seller from every different area that you can think of as a gift. Maybe that's something that she would truly, truly enjoy. Because not only are you mixing travel into it when you think of the coffee, there's so many different coffee beans and coffee packs from different areas and different places of life, but it's just so good to have either ground or beans that they can do, just making sure that your mom is enjoying that. How many times when we know if your mom is a coffee drinker as mine, coffee is mandatory. My mom and mother-in-law are coffee drinkers. So we have to make sure we have the best coffees around the house to make sure that they are so, make sure it's good. But they have to have their coffee in the mornings. It's just mandatory. So let's spruce it up a little bit. Let's give them a variety of different coffees. Let's give them a variety of different tastes. There's so many different options out there that we can do and we can go for, just to make sure that they have exactly what they need when it comes to coffee in general. I want to move from coffee to tea. So, say if your mom is not a big coffee drinker, but a tea drinker, right? So, let's scale back even before we even get into the tea details. You guys remember those tea kettles that would sit on a stove and just, that was the water. You just made sure, and then you just pour to make those are huge. Like, I miss those. I haven't seen those in a while, but they seem like I see more and more lately in 2023. There are so many gorgeous style tea kettles, I'm sorry, in the vintage look, as well as copper look, as well as floral look. You can do so much if your mom is a tea drinker. I think it's so important to make sure that that is part of their regimen too. So if not coffee, then let's go to tea. When it comes to tea, I mean, there's so many different teas out there that we can make sure that we have for our moms. I mean, when we have chamomile or lavender or just our regular, you could do so much with that. So many different varieties, like we talk about, global, nationwide. There's so many different ones that we can do just to make sure that the tea is still part of routine, making sure she's enjoying herself. Nothing like a glass, not a glass, even a glass of cold tea, and we cannot cold tea, but even warmness. Just a cup of tea is just so important. Relaxation, it does all the same. When I was thinking about skincare, and one thing I did forget that inclusive to are like bath bombs and body care, but do not forget the body scrubs. There are so many different body scrubs that's out there in all kind of scents and flavors that we need to make sure that we add that to our mom's bath and body spa packets, because the scrubs come in different. They have, of course, floral or maybe lemon or maybe shea butter. You never can go wrong. Different colors like pink, white, orange, whatever. You can so spruce up that area. So I'm sorry I left those parts out. The bath body scrubs are huge. Of course, when it comes down to different things that mean a lot. And as our moms want to sit down and take time out for themselves, I have picked up on this year and a little bit last year, but mainly this year, full speed, is journaling. I want to say that a nice journal so that our moms can write down their ideas, write down things that's going on, write down things that's memorable is huge. I have found so many ways as I've been journaling to just make sure I dedicate that time with my meditation, but it helps with my self care. It helps with my mental state moving forward. It just helps me feel like there's a sense of gratitude there. So as I'm journaling, I try to make sure I write down as much as I can for those purposes, because it's just super, super nice just to sit down for a second with a cup of coffee or even with a cup of tea and just journal a little bit. Take time out to realize that gratitude is important. I'm just thankful for so much, and it just helps me as I journal just to write down. You don't have to get a major expensive journal. You can get even a smaller journal, but it still stands for the same. So make sure that journaling is part of your routine for day to day. It's super huge. Let's not knock the things that we have to remember for our moms that are super duper important when it comes down to everything. Flowers, flowers, and more flowers. There, I'm sure you can go through as many different type of flowers that you could possibly can go through. From, of course, roses. Of course, roses. But say your mom likes lilies. I love lilies. Say whatever type of flower, whatever type of plant, whatever is going on that your mom truly, truly enjoys, let's make sure she has that. Let's make sure she has that. When it comes to different flowers, I can't go on and on. There's probably so many different sales at your major hardware stores or different places. Just make sure we just give it all. If it's different plants that we're taking to our moms, if it's different flowers we're taking to our moms, just make sure they have the most when it comes down to that. It's so important to just drill into our moms, make sure they feel like they're special completely. I have to admit too that as we go down through the different things that we want to make sure that our moms have, I want to always, and we touch bases about like engraved jewelry, but let's not knock like special necklaces, right? How many times have we seen personalized jewelry, necklaces? There's an engravement as we touch bases about, but heart shaped, maybe pearls. Different type of jewelries will go a long way as a Mother's Day present. There are different things that you can definitely do for our moms to make sure they have what they need when it comes to jewelry. You never can have enough pendants. You never can have enough bracelets. You never can have enough diamonds. You never can have enough jewelry when it comes to making sure that is exactly what our moms need for Mother's Day. And of course, with the different techniques and jewelry that they have, then don't knock the jewelry box. There are so many huge jewelry boxes that are out there that's as tall as myself and as small to put even in your purse for our bracelets, for our earrings, for our necklaces, for our rings. You don't want them to all be jumbled in a mess. So if we have them organized in a jewelry box, that will help us build up what's needed. Also, it'll help us as we pick it out our jewelry from day to day, realize that maybe what we need, maybe we need a different ring to match this outfit or even a different necklace. And so for your moms, that will help with organization too, because then they will love that they can put their jewelry in different places and realize that they're enjoying themselves when it comes to their jewelry. One thing I've always felt like was a big go-to for my mom and different things is I never can go wrong when it comes to maybe pajamas, nightgowns, bathrobes, those type of things. Like you never can have enough of those type of things. So making sure that mom has what she's used to, nightgowns, best of the best of a bathrobe, just making sure that's what is needed at the time. A couple of more little cute ideas for Mother's Day gifts that we really have to take in consideration are like do it yourself. There are so many times which I see do it yourself ideas when it comes to beauty products, as far as shea butters, oil, soaps, all of the above. There's so many different things that we can do to put it together as a do it yourself Mother's Day gift ideas. I cannot tell you how many times in which, of course, we've given ideas where we can put together gift bags that we gave a couple of examples, but I cannot go back again and dig into all of the things that you can do yourself, create candles. What about those outings? That is definitely something that you can do and create, far as canvases, far as pictures. All of those type of things are so huge, so huge. Don't forget to make sure we always have something, a Mother's Day quote, a Mother's Day card, a Mother's Day certificate. Make it memorable. Make it so much fun that it's all about the meaning of what our moms mean to us. It's so important just to do special things to let them know how special they are in our lives. So, in addition to the skincare, in addition to everything, cards, flowers, we have so much that we can put together as ideas for our moms. Make it special and have a great one. In addition to the bathrobes, the pajama set, the comfy nightgowns that they love, I think it's super important to make sure that we give them everything that's needed for this Mother's Day. One thing that I've seen to leave for last is, of course, all of moms and ourselves love just beauty techniques. If it's lip glosses, lipsticks, eyeshadows, makeup in general. There are so many different gift sets out there that has the works when it comes to makeup. And so making sure that our moms have what they need for that is super important. So I can't say enough that we just need to make sure we give it all, make sure our moms have what they need for this upcoming Mother's Day. So I'm going to give a couple of bundle examples if it'd be helpful to kind of bundle some things together. So if we did like nice robe, nice house shoes, bath scrub, maybe tea, coffee, all in one bundle, huge. One thing I think I may have missed are totes. Tote bags, purses, never can have enough of that. So when it comes down to our totes with our moms, of course we could do like if nice scarves, nice
outfits, but with a tote. And then don't forget moisturizer, lotions, or things that may be included with a beach set, skincare, with HPF. You're just making sure that we have everything that we need there with the tote, hand lotions, those type of things. Do not forget any type of perfume items with bracelets and jewelry, those type of things. It as a set, just to make sure that is what is needed when you think of different sets, putting things together. The sky is the limit, everyone. You can do exactly what you need to do and make it memorable. Do not knock like beautiful flowers with her favorite perfume, nice necklace. Let's just go all out for our moms this year, making sure our moms have exactly what's needed for them as we continue to grow, continue to love on our moms, letting them know that they are special to us and they mean the world to us. We have to make sure that we give it our all. I would like to thank each and every one of you for going in today and tuning in today with us on this particular podcast dedicated to Mother's Day gifts. I hope this has helped out a lot. Don't forget, as you're going out shopping, you never can go wrong with anything. We all know our moms. We all know what style they have. We all know their ins and outs, what they like, what they do not like, what they have, what they do not have. So we all, and it's hard sometimes when your mom has everything, right? So it'd be hard for us to pick up and say, oh, let me get this, and then she may already have it. But just a way in this podcast is just to give you a sense of ideas, a sense of help, a sense of even packing it together at the end as we've tried to do, just to make sure that we've been helpful throughout this particular podcast. And I hope that works out for you guys as you continue to shop for moms and Mother's Day. Let's love on our moms. We would like to thank our proudful sponsors today. We have Sparkle Teeth Whitening, of course, as our sponsor, as well as Danette Mahabir, Life Coach. Miss Danette Mahabir, Life Coach, helps us one day at a time, making sure our life is on task every day, helping us figure out different strategies. So we cannot thank enough our sponsors that have helped this particular podcast. We want to also thank each and every one of you for tuning in again. And we want you to make a date with yourself. Focus on self-care. Focus on confidence with yourself. But let's love on our moms. Have a great day.
You have been listening to Make a Date with Yourself podcast, where we help build confidence with self-care one day at a time with your host, Carnetta Dansby. Visit our website, makeadatewithyourself.com, and follow us on our Facebook and Instagram at Make a Date with Yourself. Make a Date with Yourself podcast is sponsored by Sparkle Teeth Whitening. Call to schedule your appointment to whiten your smile at 615-491-4701. That's 615-491-4701.